All right. Good morning. I guess actually it's afternoon, 12:30 in the afternoon, at least in Eastern time zone. How's everyone doing out there today? Give me just a couple of seconds to configure myself here. We will take a look at some price action here, and I'll tell you guys what I think if you want to know. I'm just trying to pop up my YouTube chat just in case anybody on YouTube would like to drop any questions or comments. I'll be watching. All right. James, thanks for joining. Patrick, Aaron, thanks for joining. Give me a couple of seconds. We'll take a look at some price action. Take a look and see where I think we're going. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, all right. Anyway, guys, I guess quick plug, cointrademastery.com if you'd like to learn more about technical analysis and why I have the opinions I have, which are based on charting, right? So if you want to learn how to read charts, learn how to read candlesticks, learn how to use different technical indicators on your charts so that you can make your own decisions instead of following random people on YouTube, then cointrademastery.com, sign up, let's get you started. Because let's face it, if you're just following random people on YouTube and you're doing whatever they say, eventually you're going to lose all your money. So you want to get some education so that you know how to make your own decisions in these markets. Patrick, Louise, Mark, thanks for joining. What's up, Aaron? What's going on? Thanks for joining, bud. Let's go screen share here and see what we can see. All right. And guys, I like literally it's 12:30 in the afternoon and I just got out of bed. Isn't that just awesome? Why did I open that? That's not what I want. I just want to make sure screen share is working, and it is. All right. So I'm going to be enjoying my morning coffee while we go over this, and then I got to run out the house here again. Been kind of busy lately. Sorry I didn't do a video in a couple of days. I've been kind of busy doing a bunch of other things. Guy needed a help with a little bit of stuff. Some of his work needed a hand with, and my cousin needed some help to put in a countertop, which I still got to go back and finish because he decided he wanted a new sink instead of the sink he had, yada, yada, yada. So I couldn't finish the job for him. Now I'll have to go back tonight. So my schedule's just been all wacky for a little bit, but we'll try our best to get back on a regular schedule here and go over some price action daily. But like really, if you've been following along my videos earlier, not much has really changed. I'm on the 15-minute right now, but let's start with the daily chart. Okay. And this is the daily chart. If you guys have been following my video, this is the same daily chart as you've seen it in my last video. Okay, and you notice and you heard me talk about this in my last videos where, let me get rid of the indicators for right now, where I said that we're going to come down, we're going to be retesting this support, this trend line. If we bounce, 9K. If we don't bounce, 6K. Okay, and the actual bounce zone, anywhere from about 5,900 to, actually, I should use one of these. So anywhere from about 5,900-ish. Why didn't you come up? There we go. Why won't it let me draw? Oh, there it goes now. Okay. To about 62. It's just so hard to draw that box without zooming in. So my bounce area that I'm looking for here, the next bounce area, all right? I'm not saying, and I don't think we're stopping here, guys. I seriously don't. But I think the next bounce area where we'll probably have another dead cat bounce, something like this, okay? Just like this was a dead cat bounce, boom, like this, okay? We'll probably have another boom like this, and we'll carry on back down, okay? That's what I particularly think. All right, let me get rid of those ugly lines now. Okay, but I'm looking at next bounce here between 59 and 62, somewhere in that area. Basically, that's the area of this wick. And then ultimately beyond that, next actual real hard support area is going to end up around 49.50, maybe to 5200 on the top side, somewhere around this line, because that was our previous all-time high when we were attempting to break out of the 5K area. That I think if you zoom in, we struggled a couple of times with it before actually coming back down. And if you look, like, this was a major resistance area back here in September of 2017, where, do I have price measuring up here? No, I don't. I'll need that. Price range, okay? Where we actually took a 40% correction from 5K, a little bit more. Yeah, about 40% correction from our 5K resistance, and dropped all the way down to 29.80, right? So that there was one hell of a past resistance. So I'm really thinking that now, like this, that will be our next real hard bounce zone. I have, like, I do believe we're gonna get a bounce here, okay, at the bottom. We should get a bounce in this area because this was a large buying area before. Okay, however, I really don't have any faith in this as a double bottom bounce, okay? Because, like, a double bottom bounce would mean that this is it, and then why aren't you click? Okay, we had double bottom bounce. Remember, okay, we have here our target would actually end up having to be like 16K, right? Like, it wouldn't make any sense. I'm just taking a measurement right now. Yeah, so our target would actually have to be like 17K, all right? If this was a double bottom bounce, we made a big W pattern and went up, okay? Then we have to be targeting like 17K. And this is absolutely stupid. Like, there's no like, no, it's just no. Like, that's not how a double bottom works. I mean, it would be if this was like, if that was a realistic number. Okay, double bottom bounce, but 17, 16, 17, 18K is not a realistic number at this point. So I have zero faith in a double bottom bounce, all right? Now, do I think we will get a bounce? Yes, but I don't mean a double bottom reversal. Okay, so I guess double bottom bounce, I guess in English, to most of you guys, means that we should go up a little bit. To me, double bottom bounce means double bottom reversal, which means that we should end up clearing the 12K and then doubling the distance from here to 12K. So another 6 on top of that brings us to 18. Not going to happen. Absolutely stupid. Okay, so for that reason, I have zero faith in a double bottom bounce or a double bottom reversal. Okay, but we should probably get a dead cat bounce in this area because it was a heavy area of buying before. But there's not enough buyers left to do one of these again, I don't think. I don't think we're going from 6 to 12 again, all right? I don't think that's going to happen. We may go from 6 to 8, okay, and reverse, or from 6 to, 7, 75, between 75 and 8 and reverse. Fine, makes sense. Right now, I'm short as balls right now. I'm like, well, my balls hang pretty short, so, like, short being, very low to the ground, so that didn't come out right. But anyway, yeah, I'm definitely short on this, just based on the daily chart, guys. Like, I don't even need to look at any other charts right now to know that I'm short. I told you guys, if this breaks, if this trend line breaks, I said 6K. I mean, we're only flirting with the 7K range right now. Another $1,000 to go, but that's, that's enough percentages. And I mean, it's gonna go uppy, downy, uppy. If you zoom in, we're gonna go up, we're gonna go down, we're gonna go up, we're gonna go down, we're gonna go up, we're gonna go down. But just, like, never mind zooming in, guys. There's a saying: when in doubt, zoom out. Okay, and that's why I'm starting with the daily chart on this one, so you guys can see that that everything I'm planning right now, everything, all right, every single one of the trades I'm planning right now, I haven't done a long, um, I haven't done a long since we were above this trend line, okay. And with that said, I think on this green candle it was when I did some digging. I told you guys a couple days ago my bought long the top basically, well long 9K, right at the top of this basically. I got a bunch of longs in here that my bot never closed out. So it's like it put me in a hole, right? So I decided, well, I'm gonna manually take this out. So I played all the bounces, played some bounces here, played some bounces here, played some bounces here. I probably made back half of what my bot put me in the hole by playing additional longs with it, playing the bounces. And then when this long red candle here happened and it started poking below this trend line, I said, nope, I'm out. I closed all of the longs that my bot had open and I said, I'm going 100% short. I went short and I made everything back just in shorts. And guys, like I'm only playing short right now. There's no long plays at all that I'm seeing. Now, between 59 and 6,200, I will at least close out my shorts and evaluate conditions for a possible short-term long position. But this is short as hell right now. There's no, this doesn't look like a bounce zone. This is a short play, and I'm short right now, guys. Zooming in, 15 minute. What's our 15 got? Oh, tried to make a bounce. Look at this, like huge red candle. Like that's not like, and it's wicking down below the previous. What is I guess that makes a double bottom here in the 15, so we might get a bounce out of that here. So right here might indicate some kind of bounce action based on double bottom, but I don't know. I think we're blowing through it. RSI still down sloped. MACD still bearish all the way around. Yeah, we're going down. We're on a sinking ship. If you guys are in right now, you're on a sinking ship. Completely a sinking ship. If it did get a bounce, well, that does look like it could be double bottom. But double bottom, I mean, shit. We double bottom here. We got to go. Let's see, 68 to 72 is 400. So we got to make at least 7,600 if it bounced here. I don't think we can make a bounce that big. If we bounce that big, this one should have done it. This one should have done it. But all that volume was back here. Not enough buyers left at the bottom. I don't think there's enough buyers left to do it. We got sellers, but no buyers. So I don't have any faith in double bottom on the 15. 30 minute. 30 minute MACD is bearish as could be. 30 minute RSI. 30-minute RSI, I mean, we're still pointing down. It's really not, it's not great. It tried to come up over here. We tried to come up on RSI in this bounce. Rejected. Absolute rejection. So this, like, I don't have really any faith in this particular, I mean, okay, so indicators are all saying bearish. We got rejection on the 55. I don't think that would, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so my only bullish indicator off of the 30-minute chart is the possibility, not a confirmed, but the possibility of a double bottom bounce. Okay, but the problem with this, all right, is that if we have a double bottom bounce here, okay, we have a difference again. Okay, so I said we got from like 6,600 to 72. Okay, is a $600 difference. Meaning from 72, we got to get to 78, basically, if we're going to confirm a double bottom, right? And with that said, that puts us way above the 100 EMA, and that means that we're bullish. That would return us to a bullish scenario. But my daily chart does not agree with this. It does not agree with bouncing now and going to like 77, 7,800 because that would return us to a bullish state at the moment. And we're not going bullish. We're not going to enter a bullish market. We're in a bearish market. We're going down. I know this. So it doesn't make any sense. So in this particular case, I would be more apt to trust my indicators and ignore this potentially developing, not confirmed, but potentially developing W bottom or double bottom reversal. And again, potentially developing, It's not confirmed until we clear this previous local high, and then we would target from here to about a 78, between 76 and 78 for a long position. Fine, but I have no faith we're going to do it. I don't think there's enough buyers left. There's a lot of volume down in here though on the 30-minute. Well, let's take a look at what the hourly says, I guess. 1 hour chart. Moving averages all bearish. RSI bearish. MACD, look, MACD's crossing back to the bearish. So we're getting our crossover between our signal and MACD line, heading bearish. Oh, we have histogram. Whoops, sorry. Histogram also crossing over to the bearish. So that doesn't look good. I think we're breaking. We're probably going to do it like right now. I think we're going to break down below that potential of double bottom. Right there, guys. It's going. It's going. Here, let me zoom in. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Yeah, we've cleared that. Oh, look at that on the 5-minute. We've cleared that like hell. See, that's why you use multiple time frame, guys. Zoom in a little bit. Now, I got a nice short position open right now, so I like this, actually. If you guys are holding Bitcoin, if you guys are holding bags, you're losing money. Actually, I'm holding enough bags, I'm probably actually am losing money. And because my short position is not making enough to cover my freaking bags, but that's okay. I'll just short more. But yeah, I got a few bags that I don't know. I probably should have parted with them a long time ago. Yeah, okay. So anyway, back out to the hourly. What else do we see on this hourly? Hourly. Moving averages, all bearish. No sign of bullishness in the moving averages whatsoever. No potential of double bottom bounce. Potential of divergence to develop. Actually, if we go to 62, there's a potential if we go to 62 that could still develop. Nah, that would put us back. I don't think we develop a divergence at 62. I don't think. Not on the hourly. Maybe on a 4-hour. MACD bearish, RSI bearish, pattern. We went from this channel to like just straight vertical. That's bearish. We're vertical as could be. What's the 4-hour tell us? 4-hour vertical down. Look at that. Like that's just, this is what you call going parabolic. And it's going parabolic in the negative direction. Guys, we went parabolic up, we're going parabolic down. It's just the way it is, right? There's no pattern to draw here. It's parabolic down. We tested this area. We tried to bounce. It didn't go. It didn't fly. No chance of developing divergence on the 4-hour. MACD bearish as could be. Bears, 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 bears everywhere. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! But no bulls. There's no bulls. It's just lions, tigers, and bears. No bulls, guys. There's no freaking bulls in this market whatsoever. I'll see you at 6K. That's my analysis right now. Ultimately, daily chart's all you need. Really, daily chart says down, says retest this bottom area. No faith in it holding, but we will probably bounce there, and then short the bounce. I don't know if I'm gonna play long on the bounce at all, or just wait for the bounce and short again. Seems like the smartest thing for me to do at this point. What's everything else doing? Okay, Monero I was watching because actually I did play along on Monero in this bounce. It was pretty good. I didn't catch the whole meat to the move though. I actually got stopped out by a trailing stop loss because I left the house, so I only made like $100 or something. Yeah, Monero, it's actually holding up higher than Bitcoin right now, but Bitcoin's gonna crash them all. The one I was actually interested in was EOS. I'll get to that for a second. Oh yeah, somebody asked about Potcoin. It's not going yet. Look, I am not in any altcoins that require 2 trades to get back to dollars. I am not doing it. It does not make any sense. And this is why, guys. This is why I told you guys, this is the reason why I did not want to be in any trades that take 2 trades to get out. Okay, so I'm only in pairs. I'm only trading pairs that I can trade with US dollars. Okay, and EOS is actually one of them. I've been watching here because Bitcoin has been like crash, crash, crash. And I know EOS went down. It's going down, but it's been like this. Let's zoom out here. Let me go to the daily on EOS and just kind of see what's going on here. So EOS had its bottom down here. So I never did a full zoom out on this. So the daily on EOS, actually moving averages do look bearish on EOS. But in the shorter, nearer term, okay, when Bitcoin's been like basically going vertical down, EOS has kind of been developing this support here in this $5.70 range, which we're probably going to break right now. But even in these, like, these aren't, you know, large bounces, right? But you play your indicators, you play this accordingly. And from $5.70 to $6, you know, and 10 cents is a fair percentage, right? So I've been kind of playing with EOS a little bit, and the only reason I started looking at it and started playing with it was because one of the viewers here, I forget who it was, that mentioned EOS and said I should take a look at that. And I did, and I started talking with some other traders about it as well, because it's been faring out rather well in all of this bear market. So we actually have a upper trend line here like this. So we are in, at the moment, some kind of a triangle, and it's pretty hard to determine whether that's supposed to indicate a bearish or a bullish triangle, but I can say, let's go on the longer term here. 1, 2, now, see, now we're seeing something here. Up or down, it's decision time, EOS. It's decision time. Are we going to get a bounce here? So if EOS did bounce here, like EOS hasn't necessarily been doing what Bitcoin has been doing, and that's been very interesting to me. But what it sounds like is just people jumping from one sinking ship to another sinking ship, because EOS is going down less fast, which it could go up, especially like even against a dollar, because on Bitfinex you can trade EOS against a dollar. So this is rather interesting because on the shorter length of time, we are in this descending triangle. On the larger length of time, we are in this pennant. What can we see if we zoom out? When in doubt, zoom out, guys. When in doubt, zoom out. That don't make any sense. But on the larger term, we are definitely in a pennant. Impossible to determine whether this will break up or break down. Well, you look at the 4-hour, and the entry is from the bearish direction. It entered on a bearish move into the pennant, developed the pennant after a bounce. So theoretically, this is a bear pennant, but they're very much bilateral patterns. So it could go either way. So I'd be waiting for a break. I would be testing. You could test a long right now. If you tested a long on support, of course, if we break support, you're going to want to exit. If we bounce off of the support trend line and our triangle support, then we would be looking for resistance back up here and exiting at a very marginal gain. You would be exiting. If it looks like we're not going to break, or test the breakout. If we break out, we're going up. So that's it's interesting to me right now. I don't know if I'm really going to buy this right now or wait for some kind of confirmation. Because, like, I don't know. These are just, there's no, like, indication on candlestick pattern, but we are getting a bunch of rejection down here. It might be worth a try. Could be worth it. But MACD's bearish. RSI may be indicating a bounce. Volume, there's not really any building volume, but volume probably wouldn't come unless we break out of this triangle. So I mean, probably the best move is to wait for the break direction and then either long or short it based on the breakout. I don't think it's really smart to play inside this triangle right now. Otherwise, I mean, your risk is larger than just waiting. Your reward is also potentially less as well, but the risk is greatly reduced. So I'd be waiting for a breakout on this, and then I might make a position whether we break out north or south out of there. Gold I haven't looked at for a bit, but it looks like we might be getting a J hook. We have potential for a J hook here. Though RSI is pretty high on the 15, that really doesn't mean much for other time frames. MACD is looking good. Hourly on gold. Of course, I've been out of gold here for a while. That's like if you don't know what a J hook is, a J hook is another type of a J hook is another type of pattern that's basically a J, right? The letter J. Of course in reverse, but that is a J hook. Which is backwards, but if you just look at it in a mirror, it's perfect. But it's called a J hook. And it's developing that kind of shape. Kind of interesting. So potential there, that's for sure. What we have so on the hourly chart we have a potential crossover taking place between my 8 and 13 EMAs. So that actually looks good. It could be time here to long on gold again, especially if we get over this 1328 resistance on this little pump. Would say probably up. We'd have 1, 2, 3, 4. That'd be 5th. That'd make 5 waves down. Now 5 waves down. Well, that's effectively that'd be a failed 5th on impulse. Kind of thing. That's could go either way, but if we did break above this 1328, I think we're long on gold again. I think that would make sense to me. But gold as well, when you zoom out, has definitely been in this channel. And actually, you see this this red line has been, like, you look when we come down, it bounced here, we bounced here, we bounced here. It's been a minor support resistance line all the way across. So this could be the dead cat bounce as well. But this is potential to play a long position and only play it up to like 1335, 1338 area where we have historical resistance here. So playing up to this particular line, right? And you could possibly play along here up to like maximum 1340, and then go short again and catch back on the bottom of this channel. But this channel is rather well developed. It's rather well developed. We got 1, 2, 3 on the top. We got 1, 2, 3 on the bottom. With historical price action between these 2 points, I think that would be worth it to me. Might try a gold long here. Possibly. Oh, hang on. But on the 4 hour, we're crossing bearish on all our indicators. That's not good. You know what? I'm going to wait for a confirmation. So lower time frame, I'm looking for a break above 1328, and then I would try a long on gold, I think. We have divergence on RSI. It could be worth buying in right now and just setting a stop loss down at like 1322. I'm going to think about that one, so don't believe anything I say about gold. Been quite wrong on that before as well. As far as the cryptocurrencies. So, recap, guys. Bitcoin, death. See you guys at 62-ish. Litecoin, going to do what Bitcoin does. Monero, going to do what Bitcoin does. Potcoin, although it is one of my favorite altcoins to play for pump and dump, it's not going to happen until the larger markets figure themselves out. So I'm just going to close that chart. EOS, waiting for a breakout in one direction or the other, and then I will long or short. Gold, I think I'm waiting for 1328 and some volume breakout above that in order to determine whether I'm going to enter a long or not. And that's about it, guys. So, whoa, why did my live end? Whoa. What's going on here? What is going on? I guess I'm still live on YouTube, but my Facebook is no longer live. What is going on? It says this live video has ended, but it's still moving in the background. Can you guys see me on Facebook? This is odd. I'm just gonna go to my profile and see if I'm still live. Oh, it says I'm live on my profile. Weird. I got one screen that says this live video has ended for my live video on Facebook, and if I go to my profile, I'm still live. Like, I'm just gonna go to my profile and see if I'm still live. Totally still live on my. That's weird. All right, guys. So I guess I am still live. Hopefully, you guys can still see me. If not, again, guys, at any time, if you have trouble watching on Facebook, especially the video quality, because Facebook maxes out at 720p, and they have bandwidth limitations that just they prevent. Like, I can't stream at 60 frames a second. I can't stream at 1080. It's got to be 720p, 30 frames a second or less. And even at that, often I have major quality issues with my stream on Facebook because Facebook sucks. So if you'd like to get a better video, of course I do stream in 1080p. I think I'm at 60 frames a second also on YouTube. Am I not? Or did I go 30 frames in order to save my CPU? I forget. Let me double check that right now. Oh, I'm only streaming at 30 FPS, but that's okay. I'm still 1080p 30 FPS on YouTube. That way there you guys can actually see the freaking screen. Especially for those of you who are watching on a large monitor. Like if I look at my own stream on Facebook at 720p on my screen because it's a 55-inch, it's just like I can hardly read anything. So so that's why if you guys have troubles, just hit my link YouTube, which is also above my head in this video, and you can come and watch me on YouTube. Appreciate a sub over there. So let's take a look at some comments now, some questions, comments. Nothing over here on YouTube, but if you guys like to drop some questions or comments, drop them in the YouTube chat. All right, back over here. Questions, comments. All right. Quinn says, I see it going to 5,400. Yeah, I think so. Like I said in my video, I've been saying in my Discord as well. Like I don't know why. Like I make a post and I said I think it's going to 5K, and then somebody asked right after that, where do you think Bitcoin's going? So I usually reply with a screenshot because I don't know. I have a thing about repeating myself that I just don't like doing it. But yeah, like I have this I'm looking at 5K, you know, somewhere between 59 and 5,200, because that was a previous very strong resistance level where we took a 40% market correction before. So I can see that being a potential area. Okay, yeah, all right. Quinn says, brother, it's all tanking and I don't see the end for a while. $4,200 Bitcoin. Well, you see, Quinn, I mean, first you said 5,400, now you're saying 4,200. So I mean, you have to have targets in mind and jumping around. Like, can you explain the reasoning for 5,400 and the reasoning for 4,200 and how those two numbers correlate with each other? Like, for example, what I'm seeing is a 6K range for a potential bounce point. And with that said, I'm expecting another dead cat bounce where we will come up probably. So if we hit 6, you know, or somewhere between 59 and 62, okay, is my zone, because I can't predict the future. I don't know the exact point. I can't tell you it's going to bounce at $6,149.72.347, right? I'm just not that good. But somewhere between 59 and 62, I'm expecting a bounce where I expect a dead cat bounce. So we'll come up possibly absolute highest 8K, where I think probably between 7 and 75 is much more reasonable. And then we'll ultimately curl and head down to 5K. And 5K being between 59 and 5,200 is where I'm thinking a bounce point will be in there, or even between 40, yeah, even 49, yeah, 49, 48, and 51, 52, somewhere in that zone is where I would expect a hard bounce to occur, because it was a previous zone of strong resistance where we previously took a 42% market correction. The only other one below that is like the 3K area, but I don't see anything between 3 and 5. So that's why I'm not sure what 42 is significant to you. So I mean, if it is and I'm missing something, please do let me know. David, thanks for joining. Says hello. What's up, bud? Prince Moses, thanks for joining. Justin, thanks for joining. What's going on? Jacques, Mike, thanks for joining. Any questions, guys? Just drop them there in the chat. What else do we got, guys? Yeah, if there's any other questions, drop them. If not, then I guess I'm done. Nothing coming in on my other channels of communication either. Of volume coming on Bitfinex right now too. Almost like yeah, I don't know here. I don't think it's enough volume to say any kind of pump or anything. I think that was just a whale with a fat finger that created some volume. Meh. No other questions, guys. If that's it, no questions, no comments, nothing else you want to talk about, then fair enough. CoinTradeMastery.com if you'd like to learn some more about technical analysis. I'm going to try my hardest to get back on a regular schedule here, but unfortunately, I do have to go out later on. Actually, I'm going to be out most of the day because I got a bunch of things I got to do. I don't know if there'll be an evening analysis or not, but for the most part, I'm sticking to my guns on my daily chart. And if you don't hear from me, then I'm probably sticking to my guns on my daily chart. As far as short-term plays, I'm not playing against my daily chart, that's for sure. I'm only playing short positions. I don't see any reason to play long positions until we get down to at least 6,200. So with that said, that's it. That's all. Okay, no questions, no comments. Then guys, remember, trade smart, guys. Trade based on conditions. It's not because some random guy on YouTube told you that Bitcoin's going to 50K that you're going to buy Bitcoin. You got to think for yourself. So with that said, guys, enter your trades on conditions, exit your trades when you realize you are wrong. And just play smart out there because it's a bear's game. I wouldn't be playing longs right now because we're in a bear market. Short's the only direction for me right now. And until next time, guys, we'll see you on the next video. Ciao for now.